So here's some good news, though. We didn't just put any main event together. These two gentlemen have basically matched up before, and this is one where I believe they might be 1-1 against one another. So now we kind of have the rubber match, and this is under combat jiu-jitsu, and Javier not wasting any time.
I love when these guys return the strikes from the bottom position. I think it keeps it spicy. I really like that, especially with that knee shield, that good distance control.
Yep.
You can kind of keep those strikes from coming down too hard and still release the pressure. It's like a spring. You can release it to come up when you want, and then you can push it back out when you want a little more room. I like the slaps
little,
of the legs.
little talked leg slaps, they definitely can get a reaction out of you. Jordan has a very solid guard. Trying to get that sweep out of it, but now goes straight to close guard, pulling down Javier. But, you know, so far Javier's posture not fully broken just yet. So we'll see exactly how this takes place. And if you're an MMA fighter, sometimes you like playing from inside a guard. Perhaps not with somebody's really good rubber guard on occasion. Oh.
Wow, look at that.
And I'm not sure.
There's a lot of confidence in a rubber guard like that. You're going to follow someone up like that with strikes
Yeah.
involved. You better know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And, you know, credit to Jordan. As soon as he lost it, he drops back to his back, but he immediately comes into a more defensive guard where his legs are in front. He's able to keep the distance with the knee shield again.
And I do believe that, you know, Jordan has been training with Jake Shields. There was a little bit of an exchange where he said, hey, we're looking for somebody to treat leg locks and kind of teach us how to do this. And Jordan was like, me? There's so many other people. And he's like, no, I've seen your work. You do great stuff. So that's how that association goes. And for, you know, Javier, he's with that CMMA team. So this is a very normal occurrence for him to be able to mix in the strikes, because you see him competing so regularly, not just in MMA, but in jiu-jitsu. He was recently had an MMA fight. About a week later, I think, competed at a major jiu-jitsu event, and now he's here doing combat jiu-jitsu. So this man is just a very, very active combat sports athlete. And you know, it's easy to look at somebody with Javier's history and say that's a great gimmick. The mariachi, the walkouts with the full band and all of that. That's really something he did. That is something he did with his family.
History. It's family.
And that is incredible to see when you have a family that is a traveling band, especially in the Hispanic culture. It's a very big thing. And Jordan may be looking in on a leg here on Javier.
This is pretty deep because he has really good isolation above the knee line. He could be looking for a straight ankle. He's getting some extension on the foot. We're not seeing too much of a grimace yet, but we are seeing some extension. It'd be interesting to see if he tries to go belly down, right? So Jordan could turn towards his stomach and apply some more pressure. But notice Javier's keeping his left hand on the knee, on the top of the knee. So a couple things that does is it doesn't allow Jordan to take his foot out and put the foot on the hip and then pop over, but it also allows him to potentially go back and attack his own heel, which he did a moment ago.
And, you know, if Javier gets his knee line safe here, you got to feel like he thinks, all right, now I can go back into slapping my way to pass guard or get into a better position. So from here, you know, that was a really good opportunity for Jordan to make an impression, because this is where Javier feels like he can grind out a win.
Yeah, Javier is doing a great job of controlling the knee shield with his belly. So he's had his grip cage over the top of the knee now, and so it doesn't have as much of a great effect as a distance management tool. And I think that Jordan's feeling that, right? So he's trying to bring that bottom leg. He tried for a second, maybe looking at closed guard or maybe going in. We saw some rubber guard from him earlier. He's obviously very comfortable there. But with his left leg being smashed that way, I think now he's probably going to be looking for more of a it's evading me. It's evading me, the electric chair.
The
lockdown.
Lockdown. It's okay. It was like,
I've only been doing jiu-jitsu my whole life, actually, if you were wondering, only for approximately 23 years.
You know, every so often a word will escape you, but you know what you're talking about. You're talking about the idea of getting a lockdown to alleviate some of that pressure.
Yes,
but
sir.
sometimes
thanks for the backup.
It's hard to get, but yet here we are.
It's 11:15 p.m.
We put in good work here.
And I also just drank a cold brew for my drive home and the rest of the show. So
I'm glad you did, because I want you to make it home safe.
It is scrambling my brain, though. So anyway, the lockdown, yes. We did not see the lockdown, though. So either way, my prediction was actually wrong, because now Jordan's bringing his left foot up. He could look for a butterfly. He did just pop that butterfly hook in, which was, I think, a really smart move. Allowed him to bring his other leg in, and now back into the knee shield, back in that distance management. And he better, because Javier was starting to drop some bombs there, and there was some heavy hands.
And you know what's so great is every time that is that commitment that you have to a good position when he just continuously gets that knee shield up. Because if you don't have that line of defense, you're just going to take strikes from an MMA fighter, and yet you neutralize it. And here, speaking of neutralizing, that posture is broken down. That foot is all the way over. And is he going with shades of Ben Eddy right here? Is he trying to lock this down? He has his own arm kind of draped over that foot. And sometimes you could get a finish from just flexing the foot up and almost turning that into almost what, a go-go plata here?
Yeah.
Wow. That flexibility evades me. So, he's starting to crunch that on the inside. If he pulls this off, that would be an incredible moment. Javier is trying to fight the grip, and he does tap.
Wow,
well
right at the end, right before the bell as well.
Wait. I think they're, did he make it though? I do believe that will count as a tap, and I gotta tell you, that was an incredible moment.
Jordan's pointing at his tattoo. Is that a Ted Planet tattoo?
I think it might be.
I think it was, yeah.
But you know, we are never clear on all things, so I'm gonna go see who I can talk to in this one. Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these two competitors one more round of applause.
Oh, and some break dancing as well to close this up.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your winner at 5 minutes and 33 seconds by tap out victory due to an omoplata. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Wirth. And let's hear it again for Javier Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you, before they do the interview, I want you to remember, the party is not over. They're going to be around here for the next few hours. So continue to drink, continue to listen to music and have fun and meet your fighters. Come on, take pictures. The party does not end. Also, you are welcome to show up tomorrow morning right here at the same place for the kids program. Thank you so much for coming out.